Hello, how you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. He don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright,
new
we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes.
figure. Hello, everybody. It's your girl Dazzle Dat Tarot, and I'm back for another tarot reading. And it's a live, and it's also a reaction video. I will be doing the tarot reading by the end of it, right? So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box. Everything is down there. Now, let me just get this out the way first. Everything I say here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only until modern science comes up with a mathematical equation that the metaphysical science is in fact a valid form of science, and all tools of divination such as tarot, pendulum, oracle, throwing bones are all tools of science. Until then, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just a girl on the internet talking mess. Oh well, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. Please do. Now, disclaimer. My baby, my fur baby, is literally in the cage right now. And he is whining to get out. So I'm going to let him out real quick and then we're going to start. Give me 1 second. Come on, Lex. Let's go. Get out. Thank goodness. Okay, so I let him out the cage. So today we're going to be talking about the legendary Angie Stone. And I have to be honest, when I first came across Angie Stone, I was in elementary school and they used her actual My Sunshine Has Come. First of all, I'm so mad because why is Lex so loud with the water? Like, he just gotta lap up water like that. Like, really, like, it get on my nerves. Okay. Lex act like he been in that damn cage for an hour. He only been in the cage for 5 minutes. All right, look. Let's get into it. So, how I remember Angie Stone, we had this transitional thing in school where we would have homeroom in elementary school, and then we had a reading class. And when it was time for the reading class, we would transition to another teacher's room. So in order for us to be alerted and to know when it was time, Angie Stone's Sunshine would come on. So it would be like My Sunshine Has Come. And then we just knew to go into the other room, right? So that was a solid memory of Angie Stone. That's how I first came in contact with her. Mind you, I'm going to be 35 this year, so you know in elementary school what year that was. So I grew up on Angie Stone. So when she passed away, I was like, oh my goodness. Are you serious, Lex? Lex, sit down. Sit down. You cannot be doing that while I'm live. Come on now. Lex won't let me be great. Oh my goodness. Come on, Lex. Why? Now he want to go outside. So yeah, you guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in, y'all, for real. My dog just in serious. Lex, you cannot do this to me. Why you always do this to me when I want to go live? It's either you, the kids, or the hubby. It's like y'all don't even stop. And then when they stop, That's why I have a problem with going live, because if it's not the kids, if it's not the husband, then it's my fur babies. Then it's either Lex or Bobby, and Lex just hit his whole head on the table trying to get close to me, little Bob. But yeah, but pretty much that's how I knew Angie Stone. So when she passed away, I was like, oh my God, like, that's crazy. Like, she was like family. I grew up on her. And her looks were beautiful to me. Matter of fact, her lips, actually, the way her mouth was, I'll be more honest, like, that's a family trait of mine. A lot of my cousins and, my aunts that are blood, they have the same lips as Angie Stone. So when I see her, I see family. And for her to have passed was crazy to me. And you know how the internet goes. When a celebrity passes away, it has to be some type of Illuminati ritual. So we're going to get into that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and play the Breakfast Club synopsis of everything, because they can say it more clear, because I'm going to do the Breakfast Club thing. I'm going to basically react to it, and then I'm going to do the YTV part of her exposing the music industry, and then we're going to do the reading. So let me go ahead and let y'all hear this part. This is the Breakfast Club.
At AT&T, we know
oh my God. Here's the commercial. Let me get past the commercial.
So
Here you
we do
go.
want to take the time to see.
All right, you guys, that's the Breakfast Club. Hold on 1 second.
That is a crazy, like, that this weekend when that happened, this really caught me off guard. Grammy nominated and Soul Train award winning singer, songwriter, actress, producer, mother, just a trailblazer in everything that she did. One of the pioneers of female rap. And so let's first talk about like what happened. So over the weekend, things started circulating.
Mind you, I did not know she was a rapper. I did not know she was such a trailblazer. Mind you, I just felt like she was part of my childhood based on elementary school. And when I first heard her and then the songs that she had afterwards, I always knew that she was a very, very good singer. And I loved her style. And around that time, the neo soul thing was taking place, so I was vibing with it, but I did not know her discography that deeply. So when I heard all this, I was like, well, damn, girl, you did a lot of stuff. Hats off, queen. Hats off. Well done. So let's finish.
Let's first talk about like what happened. So over the weekend, things started circulating online because I believe it was her daughter had posted like, my mother is gone. So people were like, wait, what's happening right now? Mm-hmm. Then there had been some conversation about a possible car accident. When I got the call, I reached out to her publicist. Her name is Miss Deborah Champagne. Mm-hmm. She's been a publicist and a friend for over 14 years to Angie Stone, who then confirmed to me that Angie Stone had passed away in a tragic car accident. Mm-hmm. It was actually a Sprinter that she was in. She was one of 9 people in a Sprinter in Alabama. They were traveling from a show that she had done in Alabama to Baltimore, CIAA weekend, because she had some stuff that she was going to do there as well. And she was the only person, as of now, she was the only person in the Sprinter that passed away.
And how many people were in the Sprinter? Do we know?
9 people.
Wow. Tragic, man.
Yeah, 9 people. And now, when I talked to Miss Deborah, of course, it was very emotional for her. Mm-hmm. And what she told me was that, she had just talked to Angie Stone the night prior, right before Angie Stone was about to go on stage. She said she talked to her around like a little bit after 8 or 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And Angie had told her, I'm about to go on stage. I got to call you back, but I'll see you tomorrow in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. She was literally her rep was literally getting ready to head to Baltimore to meet Angie, and then her phone started ringing crazy. So she was in tears when she was talking to me, and she wanted to make sure that we took the time to, just go through all of her career accolades and just leave the light on the world the way that Angie Stone would want to. She specifically said to me, the Breakfast Club does a great job at what they do, so we can call her for anything when it comes to this. So let's take the time to do that. So,
well, you can't do it in 10 minutes.
I can't do it in 10 minutes, but I'm going to try to do. Her career spanned across so much, but I'm going to try to do the best.
Okay, so she was in the Sprinter van, and she was amongst like other people, and she was the only one that passed away. That says a lot. Honestly, that says a lot. And people feel like it was targeted in a way because of what she said when I get to the next video. But I do feel like at the end of the day, I don't know why people have this thought process now, but I do feel like people do have to realize that not everybody is going to die from old age. Sometimes you will be that one person in a van full of people, the only person that passed away. I mean, as crazy as that might sound, it happens a lot in car crashes. But let's proceed. And I'm only stopping because I don't want to get struck down by the YouTube gods. So go ahead. And please like this video. And for those who are actually watching, please comment and say hi so I can say hi to y'all back.
Do her career spanned across so much, but I'm going to try to do the best that I can right now.
And not to cut you off, just telling people that we are going to be playing her interview that we did with her in 2019 when she came up here, and she broke down a lot of her history. We're going to be playing that.
A lot of her history. I watched it. I rewatched it this weekend. Just because, and literally, like, she talks about wanting to do a movie about her life, a documentary, and there was a lot of things she didn't even want to fully get into because she was like, "This is gonna be for the movie. This is gonna be for the movie."
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna do that in the 8 o'clock hour.
Got you. And I did look up that what she was talking about. I watched that interview too. It says that it was still in development, so I'm going to try and figure out like where that left off to and see if there's anything that we could talk about there eventually. But so Angie Stone, she was born in Columbia, South Carolina. She was nominated for 3 Grammys. She won 2 Soul Train Awards. Like I mentioned, one of the pioneers of female rap. She started her career in the hip hop group The Sequence in the 70s with the song Funk You Up, where she was Angie B on that record. Let's take a listen to that.
First female hip hop group of all time. First female hip hop group to go gold.
Yeah, and I think when I watched the interview, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know that.
I didn't know during the interview. You see, I was surprised.
Yeah, you were. Yep, you were. She leaves behind, Angie Stone leaves behind her 2 children, Diamond and Michael. Diamond is her daughter and the mother of her 2 grandchildren, and then Michael is her son. Now, her songs, let's get into her catalog. Again, we can't do everything, but if we're talking catalog, there's so many big songs that she had. No More Rain, which was off of her debut album, Black Diamond in 1999. This album went gold as well, too. Wish I Didn't Miss You.
It's my favorite one right now.
From her second album, Mahogany Soul. She has Brother. She also is the voice of the Girlfriend's theme song, which I watched a lot of people learn in real time over this weekend as well too.
Oh my god, I am the first person to say on live that, well, I'm not the first person, shit. I would like to have been the first person to say this, but I didn't know that she was singing the theme song to Girlfriends. Where was I at? Like, my girlfriends. Well, go ahead.
Which is good. Yeah, I knew
but
that.
I forget I'm old.
I knew that,
and
though.
Girlfriend's fanatic. And Angie's from Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm not knocking anybody who didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a lot of people who didn't know. I think I only knew because I'm so into the interviews.
He talks about it all the
Exactly.
time.
I mean, he's a big fan of the show as well, too. But she talks about it all the time. And I remember watching an interview where she talked about, they literally told her when they didn't play her rift, the ratings on the show would go down for that episode. So whenever they did play the riff, they called it the good luck charm for the Girlfriends show. So she's talked about that as well. So yeah, I just wanted to take that time. We do have some of her music that, I want to make sure that we get to play this morning as well.
Tragic, man. Tragic.
So many records. Yeah, so tragic.
God bless the soul of Angie Stone. It's just a reminder that when it's your time, it's your time.
Okay, so you heard that part on the Breakfast Club. That was just a synopsis of what happened, all right? So you guys know what happened and how she passed. So let's see this part. Now we're going to listen to the part where everyone is getting a conspiracy from, because she did a live on her IG and she was basically saying that somebody was taking money from her and this, that, and the third. So we're going to listen to this. And mind you, this is from YTV. This is their content, but we're going to listen and we're going to basically react to that, and then we can do the reading because we want to know what's going on and why we are reading what we're reading on, right? So let's go into this. It's a commercial going on. I don't like it. But come on, man. All right, there we go.
I was very excited. All the tickets were bought. The hotels were paid for. The band was ready to go. And then I got hit with this crazy news, and it kind of threw me for a loop. So I figured I better share it with you all, and you can pass it on, because just because we're in the industry doesn't mean we're not human. Things happen all the time, and unfortunately, when this happened, I just wasn't prepared for it. But anyway, it caused me to miss that show that I was super, super excited about. Go in and get somebody, come back to the live. Like I said, I don't want to have to say it again. I haven't even told my team that I was going on today. I just threw up my light and just put on a little something just so I could get with you guys. All right, we got some people in the room now. I'm going to wait for about 10 or 15 more people to get on, and then I'll share a couple of things with you that are going to be shocking. But anyway, nonetheless, I just want to say hi to all the people that are joining my live. Let me just see who you are. Let me see. Lady Hayes, hey there. Freeway, Rick, Elegant. Oh, that went too fast. I'm sorry. Hey, Lynn, Miss Tiff, Quantum Guru. Merry Christmas to all of you. Jay Rossi, Denise Pretty. Oh, you're beautiful as well. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning from Texas. I love you guys. Thank you for, coming on my live. Like I said, y'all are in for a bit of a treat. Maybe for some people, they might be happy that it happened to me, because everybody don't wish good things for you. Some people wish bad things for you, and I continue to pray.
Okay, so it went out, but basically, she found out some shit that was going on as far as people taking money from her.
Somebody's back on now, but I can't answer a call because I'm on the live right now. But I will say this. It has been one heck of a ride. This last month, the enemy was trying to take me out. He was really trying to take me out. And, okay, I'm going to wait till we get those 50, 60. We had 51. Let me see, can I get 70 to 100 people in the room right now before I reveal some very, very interesting information. And it is like a double-edged sword, because I'm going to tell you one thing, and then I'm going to get to the worst thing that could possibly happen to any artist after 45 to 50 years in the business. The worst thing that could happen. It has, of course, happened to me, and I'm constantly in prayer for God to forgive the people that have wished me ill will, or done anything to remotely get in the way of the gift of sharing with my fans. Okay, we're at 45. Let me get 50. Let me get 60. And I'm going to give y'all 5 more minutes to get some more people on this live. The devil.
And whoever's coming in, please like, comment, and subscribe. And it is free for anyone to actually comment, and because it is an open discussion thing. So if you guys want to talk about it and how you feel about Angie Stone's passing, please do so. And if you want me to ask a particular thing through tarot, please comment and do so.
Is a lie. You're right. Come on now. Come on. Oh, by the way, the Christmas song, All I'm Missing, is #1 in several countries. We put it out on the 15th of November, on the 14th of November. The devil tried to stop that. It was snatched down. Then it was put back up. He tried to, of course, blame it on me, but it wasn't my fault. However, the song prevailed after everybody bailed. The song went all the way to #1, and it's steady steadily climbing the chart. So if you guys have never heard of mechanicals, they've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over.
Okay. That's the part. Okay, so her songs and her creativity, her projects were not properly registered so she can get the residuals. They was not properly signed over by the people that she entrusted to do so, by the companies, right? And their affiliates and things like that. Okay. So, without me doing tarot, I am going to be honest with y'all. That's why it is very important to not only read contracts, but get a lawyer to actually go through contracts and also look at their past deeds. Okay? Hire a private investigator. Get them to look up their past deeds and how other artists fared with that company and with their affiliates as well. It's very important because that's the key to your success. People don't normally do that, and Black folks such as me do not normally do that. And for some reason, I just feel like Angie Stone did not do all of the necessary vetting with that big company because, I don't know, you see a big company that's very progressive, whatever the case may be, and you think they're going to do you right, you know. But like Kaya said, don't trust no nigga, don't trust no Jew, don't trust no female. I mean, don't trust nobody. In this game, don't trust nobody. And it's not really, to me, I feel like it's not really about the Illuminati. It's really just about people being shiesty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but we're going to finish listening to her and then we're going to start the reading. All right. But that was my opinion on that part.
That I signed over to. People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own.
Hey, Tweety. Hey, girl. Hey. How are you? How have you been, girl? You know, I haven't been live in forever, but I'm going to be going live a lot more frequently. I promise.
And changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. See, I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. What I learned how to do was go out, work.
You said, I know.
Get paid, come home, pay my bills, take care of my family.
What up, Mr. Exhibit Y2B? Just keep it going.
All right, so look, y'all. Okay, so I did the video of the Breakfast Club, just giving you a synopsis of what happened. And then I also played the video of Angie Stone herself talking about the problems that she had been going through with the music industry and how certain things was happening that she didn't know about. Monies was being taken from her that she didn't know about. She could have retired a long time ago based on the amount of money they have been taking from her. But I'm going to ask y'all a real question. Our 9-to-5ers, such as me, the regular Joe Smo, we work at a company. We work our hardest. how much money do you really think they're supposed to give us that they're not giving us? There's a lot of money out there that they're actually taking for themselves that we're supposed to be given. Even right now, even at my job, I've heard whispers about how managers would shave our hours so they wouldn't pay us as much. Okay. So I get it. I absolutely get it. But I do realize that everything you should do with caution. You need a lawyer to go over things that you are signing. And you do need some type of private investigator to investigate and see the history of the people that you're signing with and the caliber of people that you're going to be doing business with. Now, I know that artists, when they first start, they don't have no money to do that. But if they ever had money beforehand or when they first got it, they could at least see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it just kind of feel like it's not a... I personally don't feel like it's an Illuminati thing. It's a janky business thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me see something. I think it was an accident. No foul play. We'll see what the cards say. Honestly, you know how I really feel? I kind of feel like this. People need to realize that not everybody in this world, and I think they knew that initially, but then due to listening to conspiracy, they think otherwise. But people do need to realize that not everybody is going to die in their sleep of old age. They're just not. And the way people die is not going to be explainable. Like, or the way people go through things is not going to be explainable. Right? My mother had a heart attack. Okay? Didn't see it coming. On the side of the road while she was driving to work in the wee hours of the morning. Had a heart attack. Nobody knew. It was so early. By the time someone witnessed and seen her on the side of the road, did they call the police and things like that? Yes, they did. Unfortunately, my mom was deprived of oxygen for more than 30 minutes. And even though she came back because she's a fighter, we're left with what we're left with. And we have to build on that. I have a neighbor who can tell you that never in her lifetime that she ever thought she was going to have a stroke. She never thought that. And then all of a sudden she has a stroke. And when she came through, she was like, what happened? This, that, and the third. And it was like, you had a stroke. And she was like, what? Who, me? Why? Living a healthy lifestyle. You said, my, yes. Living a healthy lifestyle, losing weight naturally, being vegan, and she still had a stroke. And she was like, she didn't see that coming. Did she bounce back fast? Yes, she did. And does she take long walks and stuff like that now? Yes, she does. But I call her Miss Amy. Miss Amy, because I don't have no cut cards. Miss Amy will tell you, she never thought that she would have one. And still to this day, she's like, why me? So you have that going on. My grandfather, 2014. Yes, he was dealing with congestive heart failure that coincides with dialysis. If you look at the scientific things, when you're on dialysis, congestive heart failure follows. And then he was going through syncope. So that means he will pass out at any given time because of a low heart rate. And it's just random, right? Who would have thought that my grandfather would have died coming from the cardiologist that told him he was okay? And he was okay at the moment. But that syncope crept up on him and he died. And my grandmother's arms. But this time when he went unconscious, he never regained conscious. Now, there was a person who is spiritually endowed who told me that it was the medical professional's fault, and it was the pharmaceutical people's fault. Now, mind you, let me be real. Technically, I would never blame his cardiologist, because the fact of the matter is, by the time people got to the hospital, his cardiologist did so much CPR, he done took his whole shirt off, sweating like a pig, trying to revive my grandfather. And when he could not do it, he broke down. Okay? He built a relationship with my grandfather. So this cardiologist did not just kill my grandfather. Okay? So that's a conspiracy theory that cannot work. Also, when it comes to the pharmaceutical company, of course they're out for money. Of course they're not trying to give people things that they can do. So this is things that we already know. But the truth of the matter is, we already know that. And they're doing that to everybody unless you got a lot of money. But in the sense of the matter, the whole thing is, my grandfather's time was his time. So I don't really believe in that whole conspiracy, but I want to read on it anyway, because maybe I might be wrong. I just believe that people need to stop with this fantasy of everybody's going to just die of old age and in their sleep, and it's going to be so natural and so understanding, and we're all going to know what's going to happen. It's going to be understandable why it happened. Death is not always understandable. The shit just happens. You said facts. Yes. Sometimes the shit just happens. You won't understand every single death. You just won't. But not every single death is a sacrifice. Not every single death is on a hit list for the Illuminati. No, it's not. To be honest, anybody could have died in that Sprinter. But she did. Matter of fact, I had a boyfriend in elementary. Let me fast forward. In junior high school, I had a boyfriend who had his learners, right? And he had his own car. And him and his brothers would be in that car, right? And I would talk to him, every evening on the house phone, things like that. And one day we just stopped talking, and I found out from my friend that because matter of fact, his brother was dating my friend, and my friend hooked me up with him. And one day he just stopped texting, or matter of fact, I keep saying text. Like, there was no text back then, girl. Stop lying. I was on the house phone. There was no talking on the phone. That's the part. So, in a nutshell, I didn't hear from him. And come to find out, him and his brothers went head on into a tree. He was the only one that didn't have a seatbelt on. And he was the driver. And he was the only one that passed away. So, and he was cute. He was actually cute, and he was bone-legged too, with glasses. I was like, he's kind of cute. And I never got to have sex with him. That was the biggest thing. Like, I could have had sex with him. Never did. And you know how you in junior high school and you feeling yourself, and you're like, oh, I just want him to touch my body. And he had passed away. But I have a couple of boyfriends who actually passed away abruptly. I had a boyfriend named Rashad Bay. He passed away. He passed away in his sleep. And it's because he had a seizure because he was smoking Scooby. Mm-hmm. And I grew up with that boy. Like, it went from elementary school to grown-up age, like early 20s, probably like 20, 21, 22. And we were cool. And I did swerve him after a while because I liked somebody else named Davon. Okay. Now, Davon ended up passing away because everything's so abruptly. And I'm just saying this about the fact that things happen like that. You don't know when somebody's going to go, and not everything is just planned out in a sacrifice. It's just not. So you had Rashad Bay, who passed away due to a seizure due to smoking Scooby, that K2, in his sleep. You had Davon, who was actually my high school prom date. And he ended up dying because he beat somebody's ass and they couldn't take that ass beating. And basically, they came back with a gun and killed him. Yeah. No. Oh, what you say, girl back? He probably overweight and broke. I don't know. Smoking what? Doobies? Oh, K2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how he passed away. He ended up having a seizure in his sleep. That's what happened with Rashad. With Davon, aka Buffman, that's what they used to call him because he was a fighter. He used to be a boxer. His family are boxers. So when he fought that one dude, he beat his ass, and that dude couldn't take an ass whooping, came back and started shooting, and he ended up being the one that passed away. I don't think none of that was planned. I don't think Rashad planned to pass away. I don't think anybody was after him. With Davon, yeah, somebody was after him after retaliation, but I feel like if that fight never happened, that person pulling out a gun would have never killed him. So I kind of feel like it was reactionary. So I kind of just feel like people just need to just throw away the thought that everybody is just going to die from the industry or it's some type of sacrifice. No. Sometimes people are dying. And you got to be okay with that. So I don't know, y'all. But with Angie Stone, I'm going to tell you guys, she was a big part of my childhood. I appreciated Angie. Like, I really did. A lot of her songs was a big part of my childhood. Like, it was either playing in school. It was either playing at my home. If I went over to my friend's house, it was playing at their homes. Like, her songs were a part of my childhood. And the fact that she had passed over was crazy. Matter of fact, she was actually on a TV show. And the one part of the TV show, I don't know why she was doing it, but she was throwing holy water on people. Like, I don't know where that came from. But she actually was throwing holy water, girl. I don't know, girl. But look, that's what was going on with her. So before I do this reading, is there anything you guys want me to know? So I'm going to wait for 2 seconds, right? And I want you guys to give me questions about this. Okay? If you guys have any questions about Angie Stone's passing, please put it in the chat right now because I'm actually just going to set up so I can do this reading. Okay, and I'm going to show my face and everything. I washed my hair, so my hair look a little crazy. Oh, well. But please give me some questions real quick, okay? So I'm going to play something to spare me some time. So let's see. I want you guys to give me some questions. So let me play something. I don't know. Let's do this one. All right, you guys. Give me some questions in the live chat so I can read them. Let's go.
Hello, am I speaking with Dazzle?
Yeah, hon, you speaking to Dazzle.
Yes, oh my god, I'm so glad you answered the phone. I'm stressed the fuck out. I need a fucking read and this really is blowing me. Everything is fucking blowing me. It seems like everything is going fucking right for me.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to do that for me? Do you have time?
Oh yes, I have enough time. Go ahead. All you gotta do is relax. If you drink, get your sip. If you smoke, take your hit. And we're gonna do this tarot reading, and we're gonna put you on your right path. Okay?
Yeah.
You want to know if she really broke and if the funeral will be covered. Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind. Okay, you guys, let me show y'all me. I am me. I'm here. Hey, y'all. Hey. So let's get into it. So I was thinking about doing the tarot by the neon lights, right? She died on the highway. And this looks like a highway card, right? A highway deck. So I think I'm going to be using this deck. And I think I may use the Mystic Monday Tarot and the Guiding Light Tarot. And I might use the Tarot of Wonderland too. I don't know. But we're just going to get into it. So the first thing I want to know, what happened on that highway? She was in the Sprinter van, and for what I know, like it was like a what was it? A truck or something like that that crashed into her. What exactly happened that caused this mechanism of injury? What exactly happened? Okay, everything is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So let's see what actually happened. What caused this? Who was negligent and who was not? So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's see. These are different, right? So I got to look at these illustrations differently. So this is the 7 of Cups that's in the reverse. This is a clear choice, right? This is somebody's brain. There's literally a brain right here, if you see it. And it has bubbles around it. So usually the brain is not coherent or don't know what to do, a little bit confused. This is usually confusion. So past confusion or clearly making a decision, right? We're talking about being on the road. We're talking about going from one thing to another, right? Because she was already doing something. I don't know if I think she already had a gig or something like that, right? You said, is it true some of the passengers were able to get out the Sprinter before the big rig hit her? Oh yeah, we about to go through that too. So 1, 2, and 3, those 1, 2, and 3 questions are about to come. So I don't know, maybe it was a past thing of being confused about how they wanted to get to where they were going to get to. You have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is working towards something, putting your grand effort and studying and things like that. It's in the reverse. So I kind of feel like this person did not know they didn't know the road. You know how okay, for instance, when I go down south, right, there's a difference between me driving and my husband driving. My husband knows the road. My husband knows the route. My husband knows how they act on that route. Other drivers, how they act on it and what they be doing. Like, for instance, it was this one time when we were coming back from down south. We was coming back from Bennisfield, South Carolina, and when we was passing Newport News, I looked over and this motherfucker is full. There's another driver, full speed driving on the highway, and he is passed the fuck out. And I'm like, what the hell? And he was like, I see that more than you know, and it's normal to see people passed out driving like that. And I'm like, what? That's not normal for me. So this feels like somebody who don't know that route. They don't know how that route go, how the people on that route act in that type of way. You got the Two of Wands that's in the reverse. This is poor planning. Okay? So whoever was driving did not understand that route. You say, hey everyone, hey y'all, please like. I fuck with y'all. Look. So obviously there was a driver who was not used to that particular route, who's not used to that particular type of other drivers and stuff like that. They're not used to that. That's why they got into the situation they got into. So I can even say they're not used to, they were in the Sprinter. Maybe they're not used to driving that type of vehicle. Okay? So as far as I'm concerned, they didn't know how to dip and dodge. Okay? They didn't know that. Okay? They had trouble with going in and out of the traffic and this, that, and the third, but they wanted to anyway. Okay? So then we're going to ask, will her funeral be covered? Let's ask that question. Will Angie Stone's funeral be covered? Now, let's be real. Angie Stone is a celebrity that was loved. If she can't cover it, you don't think other celebrities will help with all their money? Will Angie Stone's funeral be covered? Because she is a legend in her own right. So, 1, 2, 3. Will her funeral be covered? Talks about the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Now, this was a mourning stage. Regrets mourning. Everybody is mourning this woman. And to get through it, something is going to happen that is positive. So, I would say yes, her funeral will be covered. Will the other people in the van have survivor's remorse? Well, if only one person out of all of you, after a really tragic incident like that was traumatic and could have killed you all, and it only killed one of you, the one person who was a celebrity and things like that, how would you feel? So will they have survivor's remorse? This is the 6 of Wands in the reverse. It's a loss for them. They don't feel praise. Matter of fact, they take that as a loss. They take it as weakness. They take it as, it should have been me. It could have been me. Yes. They do take that as that. But what you do have is the High Priestess in the back. The subconscious mind is telling them that. They, even if they don't say it, subconsciously, they feel like they didn't win anything. They didn't beat death. You know what I'm saying? They didn't, like, they are a survivor, but they don't feel victorious. It's not a victorious thing for them. Okay. Is it true some of the passengers were able to get out of the Sprinter before the big rig hit her? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Is it true some of the passengers was able to get out of the Sprinter before the big red hit her? 1, 2, 3. Did it hit them at an angle? Because you don't have to... did it hit them at an angle? Is it true that some passengers got out? Come on, let's see. I don't know. I'm about to open my eyes. So, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Emperor. And the Empress, yes. I do think there was haste. If they didn't completely get out, they braced themselves enough for the impact. Right? So it's either they got out or they were protected and they braced themselves. This feels like protection energy. It feels like protection energy. And you know what? I don't think Angie was dead on impact either. No. I don't feel like that. So what else I got over here? Did I answer all that? Okay, so let me just ask this. Was it foul play? Did the industry have any involvement physically for Angie's untimely passing? But we say untimely, but God's timely. But God's time is whenever God's time is. So untimely. But let's ask. Was there any foul play from the music industry that unalived Angie? 1, 2, 3. Do they have a physical hand in that? The King of Swords shows up. That's a person. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. The 8 of Wands. The 2 of... No, this is the 5 of Pentacles. I'll tell you this. It's not that they literally had a physical... Like, they literally said, we're going to set this bitch up and kill her. No, that's not what happened with Angie. What happened with Angie is that she had been crippled financially. Because if she had the money, she'd be flying. She would not have been on the road. This 5 of Pentacles spirit is making me look at that first. That's what I want to look at first. That's what I get attracted to first. Because what it tells me really is that this woman was, 5 of Pentacles. This talks about a lack, being left out in the cold, not having the financial means to help thyself, right? Being crippled financially. So she's telling the truth about finances. Because of what they took from her, she was not able to navigate her career with, what do you call it, in luxury or, with convenience, with ease. So the routes that she took, and I'm looking at it based on what I'm seeing. You see Hermes, the messenger goddess, the messenger god right here. I kind of feel like, but it's a foot. I kind of feel like they took her means in a way of doing better for herself and booking better and being equipped to go from point A to point B better. So what I really feel like is that if they had set her up in any type of way, they fucked up her money, which fucked up her business, which fucked up how she went about doing stuff. She would not have had to be in a Sprinter van if they would have gave her all her money. So if we're talking about sabotaging and sacrificing, that's what happened. But it does not look like someone physically did something. It's just that because of how you treated me and what you did with my money, this is what happened. That's what I see with that. Do anybody else have any questions? But that's what I get from that, though. I don't get that she's going to have some lowly funeral. No, she's not going to go out like that. People love her too much for that. Shame on the people in the industry that was corrupt enough to take from her after she had basically entrusted them with her financial business. And because of that, and because of how they carried her, she was not able to live and go about her career the way that she wanted to because of how they did her. Period. So nobody contacted a tractor trailer person to do suicide and be a domestic terrorist. No, they didn't. So I don't see that. I just see that. So that's what I got for that. Is there any other things you guys want to ask? Because I think I got that underway. So I wanted to read more because I was thinking that I was going to get more. But what I really believe, and I'm going to stick to that, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But I do believe circumstances do lead up to things. And if you want to point out a boogeyman, okay, you can point out those people in the industry that fucked over her. Because if they did not do that, she would have been able to travel with more ease. She would never have been in a Sprinter van. She would have had a private jet on some real shit. Never had to worry about being on the road. That's what I got for y'all. But look, here's what I will say. I love Angie Stone, and I really do appreciate the fact that she impacted my childhood and she made it more fun and more easier and more. I was more enthusiastic about reading, honestly. So through Angie Stone, my reading and comprehension skills increased. So I appreciate that from her. Other than that, look, y'all, I plan on going live every night after work, and I plan on doing it hopefully at 10 o'clock. So if you guys want to be around for more live readings and we can talk shit, because I like talking shit. And I just know it's late, and I do got to be at work at 8 a.m. and I got to wake these kids up at 7. So that's all I got for some real shit. I'm going to share you out. Yes, thank you so much. Share me out. Slut me out, girl. Slut me out. Slut me out to everybody. Put me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, OF, whatever you got to do. Slut me out. But yeah, but that's what I got, though. For real. I love y'all for real. And I need to get some sleep because I'm getting tired, too, on some real stuff. But that's what I got for Miss Angie. I hope that she rests in peace. I hope that she understands that she was loved and she's going to always be loved. And she is immortal through her music. Okay? That's what I got for Miss Angie Stone. I ain't got no strife with her. Love y'all for real and peace. And I'm going to cut this camera down. And a mess. It's a mess, girl. A mess. But I plan on being here tomorrow because it's a lot of girls who wanted me to do the part 2 of the next superstar that's going to surpass Beyonce. So I think I'm going to do that live tomorrow night, y'all. But I love y'all for real. Oh, I should do a mashup. I'm going to do a mashup, y'all. Okay. Love y'all for real.